or requested by popular demand, is my bubble 8-3 Swordsoul list from the last YCS Minneapolis. I had 8 wins and 3 losses. Round 1, I played tier. Won. Round 2, I played tier again. Won that. Round 3, I played against Runic. As Runic Crooked Cook. Lost that 2-1 because I didn't see the line on how to loop long one. And infinitely burn him with Baron and Link 2 and Boxia. And then round 4, I played tier. Won that 2-0. Round 5, I played Flu. Lost that 2-1 because he just had Featherstorm plus Shifter. Round 6, I played a Mystic Mind Burn. Won that 2-1. Round 7, I played Splight. Won that one 2-1. What else we got? Round 8, played another tier. Won that 2-1. And then we made it to day 2 with a 7-2 record. Round 10, I played against Bestial Sprite. Won that one 2-1 in time. And then last round of Swiss, round 11, we make it to game 1. I out-resource him. He's playing Hand Trap, Live Twin Sprite. I out-resource him. Game 2, he out-resourced me. Game 3, we get close to time. And my hand is 4 traps and Adhara. So if any of those traps were a Swordsoul card, I just FTK him, essentially. But it happens. I just need to win that game, and I top 32 most definitely with an X2 record. That would be 9-2, and I ended 8-3. Let's dive into this list. First, played 3 Moe, standard, 3 long one, 3 Boxia, and the Chutaya. People are thinking about, or people say to cut like one of these or one of these. I just feel like you need to max out on all of the names, especially like this one, because this is how you play around. There can only be one, because you can just use this and this, or these 2 to make a level 8, or these 2 to make a level 10. That's your starters. Also, you play Desires. For the 10-ings, I played Triple Ashuna, Triple Vashuna, Triple Adhara, and the 1 water 10-ing. Once again, I want to max out on all the names, because it helps with breaking less, because you open the maximum amount of names. Also helps you play through hand traps, and helps you play through the board going second. A lot of people cut this card. This comes up enough, especially going second. Or if you have the Boxia line and you already have this in the grave, and you go Boxia, target the token or the monk to pop to reborn, then you can reborn the Moe effect as Chainlink 1 and Chithana as Chainlink 2. Pop your opponent's monster and reborn, or use Moe's effect to summon. Also, you can do the Shishao. If you're making Shishao a Tai, you can Shisha banish the blackout and make a token, and then you can Tae send a Shuna, and a Shuna can summon this, and you can make it a little late. For the spells, play 3 Rhoda, 3 Emergence, 3 Droplet. This card came up a lot, especially for the damage, the damage reduction. Also helps you out Avermax and like those problematic non-targeting, non-destroying cards like Dragoon as well. Play 3 Circle. Card comes up in a lot. It's a starter. It also helps you prevent from getting targeting. This card also came up because I bricked and I opened like this and Boxia, and I could still play. This is also a really good follow-up card to search any tinny. And then for the last spells, we played 2 Desires. Consistency. Staple. I might test cutting this card for Dark Roller. Just so I can play with every card in my hand. The only downside about that is like I can't set this going first and use it on my opponent's turn, which came up a lot. The tech card for the main deck for this weekend was main decking 3 evenly matched. Nobody's like setting up like an Omni-Negate board, so you can just blow them out. Plus, like everybody's playing Crime in the side deck, but nobody's playing Crime in the main deck. So you just like blow them out. You play against Sprite. They end on red. They don't end on carrot. So you just also blow them out of the water with evenly match. This card was really good the one time I saw it. Every other time I either didn't see it or I saw it going first. So it's like so. I probably wouldn't cut it, but I might cut this to play 40 cards. This is main deck's 42 cards. I might cut this, put this on the side, and just play the Swordsoul Summit or an Upstart. We'll have to see. Or I could just play, I might test the Bestial cards, but those kind of conflict with the tinnies. I just didn't want to play defensive cards that conflict with my engine. I just wanted all my hands to be live in all instances. 3 Impermanence, the 3 Rivalry, and the 1 Blackout. Standard. 3 Rivalry was kind of insane, because this is good against Tier and Sprite. Even though Tier has their new Aqua monster, Roll Kalos, that like negates. They could summon that, but if they summon on Kit, then they're stuck into that. Also, like a lot of Runic Sprite players, especially on Hugin, you just use this. You just use this when they summon Hugin, and then they're locked into spellcasters. This is really good also into most matchups right now, because you flip it during the standby phase and you play around Lava Golem, because all you have are worm monsters and they can't special summon fiend monsters to your field because all you control are worms. And then Imperm's good it's a good draw 6 card, and it's also like one of the best ones because they don't play around it. They don't play around it because they normally summon red to play around hand traps, but they can't stop it because they don't summon carrot. Also, it negates the effect, so you hit Kit Kalos and it negates both effects. This card's good. I might cut this in the droplets and test Tactics and Dark Ruler, and I might put this to the side and put the Evelyn to the side and play 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Tactics, because everybody's playing Bestial cards, and 3 Magnemite and 1 Druid Swarm. I don't know about the... I have to put more testing into it because it conflicts with the tennies, and you want all your hands to be live, but it's going to be really, really hard now to play against tier when they're just sending everything you have in your deck to the grave with the new Shiju cards. Extra deck, we have the 2 Chi-Chao. Second one comes up a lot. The 1 Berserker. This card helps you kill, and it's also like insane again in the tier matchup and the Sprite matchup. Especially in the tier because all your tennies do not activate on field, they activate in hand, so they can never Havanus you. And then you just make this first, and then whenever they try to fuse, you just banish it. Another tech card for the weekend was 1 Scarlet Red Dragon Archie. This card's a time card. It's also a bomb card. If your opponent's not expecting it, you just like summon this. You just like negate their monsters, and then you summon this, and you just blow up the field. That's another reason I was thinking about playing Dark Ruler, because Dark Ruler really pairs with this really well. Because you just Dark Ruler their field, and then you just go bam, effect, blow up your field, burn you for infinite. Next we have 2 Boxia. Could come up a lot. Second one came up infinite amounts. The 1 Yazi. Never summoned it. Might be worth cutting. I don't know. This just... my friends have been telling me that, like, I should save this. And, like... I don't know, the lines that it does come up is if you have Circle or a Shuna with Longyang going second. I don't know. I just have never summoned it in the last couple weeks. The 1 Chaofeng that finishes the Yangtze monsters. Moving on to the 10s, we have Baron, Chen Ying, and Sinister Longyang. This card's insane. I'm telling you right now, this card is absolutely insane against everything, especially tier. You just banish their Scream and their Kikalos. You banish their Salik and their Kikalos, or just like anything. This is also good for game. Also, your opponents don't expect it for this one. Then we have the Link monsters. 1 monk, or 3 monk, 1 shaman. You just want to max out on the names, and this also helps you play through stuff. So the line to beat the Crooked Cook guy was, we played to game 3. I was supposed to have this, Boxia, and I would go this, or I would go Shaman effect. Shaman, pitch a card, summon back Longyang. We'll use the tokens as an example. Special summon Longyang, and then we go Boxia, power up a card, bring back Ecclesia, and Ecclesia and the Longyang make Baron. Burn your opponent for 12. Because I can't destroy by battle or by card, and it's not affected by card effects. So I'll burn them for 1200, and then in their standby phase, I bounce this to the extract, do the exact same thing next turn. So he has to either start playing, or I kill him in like 6 turns. Also, like, he doesn't know I'm playing. He doesn't know I'm playing the Scarlet Dragon Archfiend. So like, that makes it a lot harder for him, because if I do that for like maybe like 3 or 4 turns, then I just summon Draco Berserker and blow everything up and kill him. That finishes the extra deck. The only things worth changing in the extra deck are this. This is still worth testing. It came up a couple times. Or that card and the Chaofeng. Yazi I've never summoned, and Chaofeng I never summoned. This is how you play around Nib, and it's also good against the Drytron matchup and like Exo Sister. Didn't play any Exo Sisters. Yazi I never summoned at all. Like I said, the only scenarios you summon it are with Longyang and Circle or you know, going second. Moving on to the side deck, we have 3-dimensional shifter. This card's broken. Won me like almost most of my tier matches going second because I just dropped this, they pass, and then I just like I put enough damage on field where I can reduce their life points to like 1,200 or less. Then I just make Shishing Longyang, and if they special summon a monster, or if they special summon a monster or activate a spell trap, then they just burn. They just get burned for game. Also, this was worse before Darkwing Blast because everybody's playing Nib. So you just do this to your to the tier player, and then if they had Nib, then they just Nib you back, and then it's just like pass for pass. But like nobody's playing Nib right now. So this card is extra nice. I might main deck this moving into next format because Tier's about to be insane. That's 3 cards. A 3 Droll and Lockbird. This card was really lackluster. I don't think I'll play this moving forward. The theory was good in testing because this card was good for Runic Sprite. It was also good against Flu and Dragonlink because Dragonlink was going to get really popular. I only dropped this once against the Runic player, and it was okay. I opened this twice against Flu, but they had Shifter both times, so like this card's dead. This card will probably be replaced for something else. Cosmic Cyclone. I like this card over like Twin Twister or Lightning Storm because this deals with the Runic Sprite matchup, banishing their field spell. Also in like the Flu matchup, you just standby phase, banish the trap. And also most trap decks right now are just running Lord of the Heavenlies, so they'll just reveal it and you can't destroy any of their spells and traps. Next, we have 3 anti-spell. This card was insane. You side it in most matchups. Even if it doesn't hit their engine, it hits their like non-engine from hitting you. So you just like be able to play. And then the MVP of this weekend was 3 Shadow Imprisonment. I thought after the last regional I went to, I was like, how do I make Dark Chao Feng like really, really easily? The only ways for doing it are if you open a Shuna, Longyang, and Circle, but that's like really niche where you can just open this, and this is good going first and good going second. Half the time, if I played against like Tier or Sprite, some of the times I would just mostly against Tier, I would side two of these and go in second. Because like worst case, like you break their board, you set this and you flip it, and they literally cannot win unless they have like Dynamiscus or main deck spell and trap removal. Because if you don't know what this card does, it says negate monster effects. Negate all dark monster effects that activated on the field or in the graveyard. This negates Vashuda or Berserker, but like this card, I don't know. This card was MVP. The only downside about this card was round 11 in Swiss. I opened two of these, and one at Hara. But like that's my fault. Originally, I sided in 3 of these and 3 of these, and took out the evenly matches, 1 Droplet, 1 Ecclesia, and 1 Vashuda. But I was like, okay, I probably shouldn't do that. Because I want to open all my engine, because this is game 3 and I needed to win. So we just put these 2 back to the side, and we only put in 4 floodgates plus the rivalry in the main deck. So we had 7 floodgates, and then I kept the maximum amount of engine in so I wouldn't brick. Lo and behold, I brick, and I opened 4 floodgates and Adhara. And then like maybe there was a line for me to win. I don't know. It just all depends, because I don't know when he had like the trap to steal my monster. I don't know. But this card's MVP. Moving forward, I'd cut the draws. So my main deck possibly moving forward could be taking these out, taking the draws out, putting it evenly in the side, and playing 1 Summit, 3 Dark Ruler, and 3 Tactics, or possibly playing yeah, that might be good, or like maybe 3, because I have another flex spot that I can use. I could just play 3 Magnuma and 1 Druid Swarm, but I like I said before, that might conflict with the engine. Moving forward, all Swordsoul players need to play this card. This card is absolutely insane. I played against 5 tier in Swiss, and most of my friends that played well. They played like 8 tiers in Swiss, but like this card's broken. Nothing to say. Shoutouts Team Turbulence. Shoutouts to Team Board Wipe, Rising Star, Viral Cards, TGG Gaming. Shoutouts to everybody I stayed with for YCS Mini. Shoutouts to Will and Dieter, because I never shout them out. Best testing partners. Shoutouts to everybody in the Bees Boys group chat. Amazing people, great testing partners. They all hyped me out for the day before. Shoutouts to everybody at my locals. Shoutouts to all my friends that were at the event. And that's Gavin from Team Enforcers signing out. Peace. I don't